Does it even matter? That is the question that has been bouncing around the inside of my head for months as I've been trying to write this video countless times. Every time I try to come up with something meaningful to say about this, it begins and ends with, does it even matter? It is the first thing I write, and it is the last thing I write before shutting my laptop in frustration. I don't feel like I have been able to function creatively at my fullest for a couple months now. I've had this thing looming over me, like this giant grey cloud just refusing to burst, or like this a mossy stone or a pebble in your shoe. But it's a large pebble, it's like a boulder. For some context, I have moved. Which you can probably tell from this frame. Yep, this is new. I was waiting to move into the new place to put it up. Oh, also the boxes. My residence at my apartment is no more. Any regular person would take all of their belongings and they would put them in the new place and move on. But I can't help but think that I need just a moment to reflect on it. It's not as easy as just pulling off a band-aid and being like, owie, owie, zowie. You need a moment to reflect. Prior to moving, my brain was just at standstill for months. I couldn't think about anything other than moving. During the move, my brain was working at full speed, thankfully, but it was only thinking about the move. Taking 5 years worth of belongings and putting them in a new location, which is a tricky task, by the way, when you do it all yourself. And now, sitting here about a week after moving, I think I finally know what to say, and that is this. Does it even matter? Yes. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. How is it even possible to be sentimental about an apartment? One that you don't even own. The only financial attachment you have to it is that you've spent X amount on rent for the past 5 years. And I say X because it's easier to swallow than the actual amount that I refuse to calculate. It's just a stack of bricks that stops you from getting wet when it rains. That's it. It's just a place to eat, to poop, and to sleep. In that order, preferably. So when all your stuff is gone and you're staring at the blank walls as bare as the day you moved in, what have you got left? What is it that you are left with? I think my mind was a bit clouded by seeing all of my stuff in boxes. You could say that the piles of boxes were a manifestation of the inner machinations of my mind, or they were just boxes. Because once all the boxes were gone, I sat in the room where I filmed tons of videos, 5 years worth of videos, streamed for hundreds of hours and created so many things with my hands in this room. I realized what it was. I realized in the does it even matter, it is the memories, which I know, yeah, it sounds cliche, but all this time, I thought I was sad about leaving the apartment for the funky high ceilings and the intricate architecture. But no, actually, it's because of the memories created there. It's the countless doodle streams where we drew gargantuan ocean goblins, releasing Oscar's Hotel, making Hair and Brimstone and Monster, making so many videos with friends, celebrating 1 million subscribers, rehearsing Space Trip, learning to screen print, building a claw machine, getting appendicitis. That last one, probably strike that one, probably in fact just leave that in the apartment. Don't need to remember it too fondly. I made some of the most important decisions of my 20s in that apartment. Ones that will stay with me quite literally for the rest of my life. The 24-year-old PJ entering that apartment is very different from the 29-year-old PJ leaving it. I mean, I've got better hair for a start, and I've been in a lockdown, so that should really tell you something. I don't know what am I saying, my hair's a mess. I've had to be cutting it myself. So yeah, I'm leaving, but the memories are coming with me. They just don't need to be covered in bubble wrap and put in a box. I guess it just took me till now to realize that. So, with all of that said and done, the next chapter of my life can kind of begin. A new place, still down in Brighton, but just in a much more secluded area. A place I can actually think a little bit more clearly, where my brain doesn't feel too stuffed up by the busyness of the city. I actually have some outdoor space now, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit of a doer-upper, but you know me, I love to do up. Hello, morning pigeons. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. by the way. The previous homeowners were very generous and they actually did leave us quite a few bits and pieces in the garden. Like this bench, for example, is a nice little bench. I think it needs a bit of work. I might restore it at some point, give it a fresh lick of paint. Just freshen it up, make it look so fresh and so clean. It's a little bit ugly at the minute. But it's a nice place to come sit and think about the bees surrounding you. There are quite a few bees. Also, they left us this water feature down here. Now, I shouldn't actually call it a water feature. It's more of a slime machine from the hit 90s television show Get Your Own Back with Dave Benson Phillips.
You got down, Miss McGinnis! You got down!
I think I've got the remote. Yeah. I mean, it basically does this. I think our main issue with it is that it sort of emits an intense foul odor when activated. It really is quite pungent. I actually have to do that, otherwise it's hard to actually retain consciousness. So we're probably going to aim to get that removed just as soon as possible, I would say. Just have it obliterated or something to that effect. Right, there are actually quite a few bees now, so I'm gonna get at it. You may also be thinking, PJ, what is that mysterious shed of wonders behind you? Well, this is my workshop, where all the magic will take place. I'm not really ready to show you just yet because it's a bit of a mess, but the plan is screen printing, video making, general crafting will all be going on in here. I'm very much looking forward to what the future holds. And that brings us on to the outro that my notes just say anything, PJ. So I've been given free rein from my past self to say whatever I want. So going back to the question that started all of this, does it even matter? Hell yeah. It matters a lot. It just wasn't obvious to me straight away as to why. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new around here. And also please do hit the notification bell so you get updates of when I upload. Because I'm feeling like videos are ready to resume. I needed to get this out of my system before I could, you know, dive back into it. Also, regular streams on Twitch are continuing, my Patreon continues, my online shop continues. I've been working on some new exciting apparel and artwork that should be coming out in the coming months. I'd better continue unpacking because these boxes, full of amiibos, full of them, chock full, filled to the brim, overflowing with amiibos. I need to find a place to put them. Sending love from the new house. Stay rad, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.